Start.
Yes, children, today's concept is hybridization. It is very important in the carbon compounds. So what is hybridization? It is a process intermixing of almost equal energy orbitals. Intermixing of almost equal energy orbitals, but not exactly equal, it is almost. That means nearby energy orbitals. How the orbitals are? They are belongs to or they are present in outermost shell, not inner shells, outermost shell. Because already we are familiar, according to Bohr, we have shells like this. These two are we called inner shells, but this is we call outer shell or valency shell. In the shells we have orbitals, right? So that almost equal energy orbitals, which is present in the outermost shell, they are redistribute, means they are able to intermix together and able to redistribute, means again producing with what? Equal energy and same shape. Before, the orbital's energy and shape is different, but after redistribution the energy is equal and shape is also same. With what? With the same number of. How many orbitals are involving? Same number of orbitals can be redistributed. This process we call, or this phenomena we call hybridization. Especially in carbon compounds, in up to the 10th class level, we have only three types: sp, sp2, sp3 hybridizations. Right, children? Yes, children. Now we have the discussion about sp3 hybridization. Just before we discussed what is hybridization, simply intermixing of orbitals. Then once we have to look in. If you take carbon, it is having atomic number as 6. This is the excited form of configuration. Here 2s1, 1 unpaired electron. Here 2p3, 3 unpaired electrons. These orbitals can be intermixed and redistributed with what? With the same energy. See, here we have energy difference, but here I shown with a clear cut energy is equal with showing of same boxes. The boxes indicates orbitals, right, children? How many orbitals are there? Here 4 orbitals are there. What type of orbitals are intermixed? One is s orbital, another one is p orbital. How many p orbitals are there? 3 p orbitals are there. 1 plus 3, 4. Then that hybridization is sp3. Total number of orbitals are 4. For that we call 4 sp3 orbitals are present. Then for that example is what? CH4. The name of the particular molecule is methane. What we call methane. In that this is the carbon center atom and it is attached with hydrogens. See, carbon is having same shape and energy orbitals. Here I written sp3, 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 sp3. Means all should be same energy orbitals. Then here I taken hydrogen. Hydrogen configuration is 1s1. Only one unpaired electron is present. Then in the molecule, how many hydrogens are there? 4 hydrogens are there. Then here 4 unpaired electrons of carbon and 4 different hydrogens of hydrogen electrons is able to combine like this. Then ultimately it can able to form methane molecule. Right? This combination, this particular overlapping we call sp3s. So this is sigma bond because orbitals are attaching. That attaching we call as overlapping. So overlapping is sp3s. Once we got the hybridization, the output bond is exactly sigma bond. So how many sigma bonds are there? If you look into this, we have 4 sigma bonds. So methane is having 4 sigma bonds. Right, children? Got a clarity? Now we are going to discuss about sp2 hybridization. For that carbon configuration is for excited state 1s2, 2s1, 2p3. Then in this condition, the hybridization is participated by 1s orbital, 2p orbitals. See the condition? Here 2s1 is there, 2p3 there. Total number of unpaired electrons. Unpaired electrons means single electrons. Total unpaired electrons are 4. But in that, only 3 are participated and 1 is not participated. The not participated orbital is pz orbital. See, moreover, pz orbital energy is more than hybridized orbitals, right? For that, these three are having same shape and equal energy, but this one is having different energy and different shape when you compare with the hybridized orbitals. So for that, I choose the example ethene. The general formula of ethene is C2H4. Then the general representation is CH2 double bond CH2. Right, children? Then if you take carbon is at middle, it is having three hybridized orbitals. 1, 2, 3. Hybridized orbital, hybridized. If you see the names sp2, sp2, sp2. And one is unhybridized, pz. Same thing to the next carbon, sp2, sp2, sp2. Right, children? Then each carbon is attached with hydrogens. So first hydrogen, second hydrogen, third hydrogen, and fourth hydrogen. Then total number of hydrogens are 4. Total number of carbons are 2. Right, children? Then if you look into that, this sp2 and s, once the orbital is hybridized, attached with another atom's orbital, that is exactly sigma bond. That already clear in the first example of sp3 hybridization while we are discussing about methane. Right, children? Then, if you look into general representation, already I shown here, again I am showing it here, CH2 double bond CH2. Then, if you take carbon and carbon is having two orbitals overlapping, that is sp2 and sp2. So one sigma bond is formed. Two are overlapping end to end or not? End to end overlapping we call as sigma overlapping. So the type of bond is sigma bond. So I written it here. One sigma bond for carbon and carbon between. Then four hydrogens with two carbons is having four sigma bonds. First carbon is 2 and second carbon is 2. The type of hybridization is sp2 and s. sp2 and s. Total number of sigma bonds are 4. And between carbon and carbon, one unpaired electron which does not participate in the hybridization. The type of orbital is pz, that can able to overlap in the lateral overlapping, which causing to form the pi bond. Means there is no direct end to end overlapping, it is only side to side overlapping. See, side to side, two are parallel. Such type of attraction can be formed only pi bond. So the pi bond between what? Carbon and carbon atom. Right, children? Understood? Now we are going to discuss about the sp hybridization. So for that, again we have to take the configuration of excited state 1s2, 2s1, 2p3. Then the type of hybridization is what? sp hybridization. Means in the outermost orbitals, outermost shell orbitals. This is outermost, right? In the 2s orbitals are there and 2p orbitals are there, right? Only two are participating in the hybridization. See. Then two are not participating in the hybridization. So py, pz orbitals is not participating in the hybridization. Right, children? Then total number of hybridized orbitals are only 2. For that, I am taking example as C2H2. This one also can be written as CH triple bond CH, that having name, that molecule name is ethyne. It is IUPAC name, IUPAC. But generally we call acetylene. Acetylene usage, generally it is useful to ripen the fruits, especially for mangoes and in the fruit markets. That sellers are able to use calcium carbide. When you spray the water, the output is acetylene gas. And one more, it is also used this particular gas in gas welding. Especially you are finding electric welding is present as well as gas welding is present. The gas welding we have to use only acetylene. The formula is C2H2 or CH triple bond CH. Right, children? Then if you look into the structure, carbon is present, this carbon is having only two hybridized orbitals. This is and this is. Sorry, right side. And second carbon also having two hybridized orbitals, this one and this one. Right? Then between the carbons, sp and sp, yes children, here first carbon sp orbital, here first carbon sp orbital. So this left side, one hydrogen is overlapping, and in right side of second carbon, one hydrogen is overlapping. Between the carbons, two sp orbitals are overlapping end to end. For that, this is sigma bond, this one is sigma bond, and this one is sigma bond. So, if you take this one, the type of sigma bond is SPS. Here, two sigma bonds. See, one is carbon with hydrogen, one is carbon with hydrogen. So, two sigma bonds are there. For what? Carbon and hydrogen between. Then, between carbon and carbon, we have sp and sp hybridization, means two orbitals are overlapping end to end. That is one sigma bond between carbon and carbon. Rest of two unhybridized orbitals, means the orbitals which not participated in the hybridization process. One is pz, another one is py. Here also pz, py. Two py orbitals are parallel, two pz orbitals are parallel. Right children? Then when py is parallel, they are able to attract lateral. That lateral attraction we can able to get the bond as pi bond. Just before we see. Again here also pz able to form pi bond. Two pi bonds are formed in the sp3 hybridization in the molecule of acetylene or ethyl. So I written two pi bonds between carbon and carbon. That too what type of unhybridized, means that orbitals are not participated in the hybridization. Once look into that. Have you got a clarity children? Right?